Today we're going to be talking about how football players can deal with pre-game nerves. Now, my first piece of advice to you guys would probably be to understand that it's normal. It's totally normal if you're nervous before a game. It shows that you care about what you're doing, that you care about football, you care about the work that you've put in. So nerves, a little bit of anxiety is totally normal. But I'm talking about like crippling anxiety, where like you're like afraid to go out there and make a play and you don't want to go on the field and you're nervous. How can you deal with that? First things first, you guys, what I would say is to focus on doing your job. So every single athlete on the field, all 11 of you, have a specific job to do. Quarterback, your job is to make the right read and throw an accurate pass. Receiver, your job is to run the right route and catch the ball. Obviously, there are many different intricacies that go into that, but ultimately that's what it is. And that's what you need to focus on each play. Don't be focused on the crowd. Don't be focused on the situation. Don't be focused on how big of a game it is, how you need to win. You need to make this play. You want to make highlights. The highlights, the wins, all that stuff will come if you just do your job. For a successful football play, all 11 players got to do your job. So just do your 1/11th, and that's what you should focus on first. Now, fellas, if you're a quarterback or wide receiver and would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we are traveling out to 15 different cities across the U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver camps. So, guys, check out that very first link in the description below if you want some more information and how you could sign up. We're going to be coming out to San Francisco, California, Orlando, Florida, Phoenix, Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Seattle, Washington, Las Vegas, Nevada. Then we'll be heading out to Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Columbus, Ohio, Boston, Massachusetts, Boise, Idaho, and finishing it off in Los Angeles, California. So guys, want some more information, want to learn how you could sign up, check out that very first link in the description below. Let's get back to this video. Now, with that being said in the beginning of this video, just focusing on your job, you have to take things one rep at a time, and the best piece of advice I could give you, number 2, is to move on to the next play. So regardless of the result, like let's say you're a quarterback and you throw a 50-yard touchdown pass. Okay, cool, you could celebrate, yeah, but as soon as you step off the field, your attitude is on the next play. What's the next play? What's the next call? What coverage are they in? And then you can, and that's just how you got to approach every single play regardless of the result. You throw a pick 6, get to the sideline, learn from it, next play. But if you just focus on the next play and focus on doing your job and taking it one rep at a time, that's what's going to help you be a little bit more successful and deal with those nerves. Like I was watching in the Olympics yesterday, I was watching ping pong. Very, very exciting Olympic sport, I must say. But there was a dude who went down, literally, like, I think that they play to 11, if I'm not mistaken. And this dude was down, like, I want to say 8-2, and then at one point it was like 10-3, and this guy was on game point for literally 6 points in a row. And what I was saying is, I was like, he just needs to take it point by point, rep by rep, and just win the rep. Don't focus on winning everything back, just focus on winning the rep. And he climbed all the way back to where it was 10-9. So guys, that's how you want to approach each football play. Just win the rep and then move on to the next rep, and the rest will take care of itself. Now, the next thing that you could think about to kind of help eliminate those nerves, anxiety, is like understand that you're not a finished product each week, right? So like, let's say your first game is this Friday for whatever reason, right? And let's say your first game is this Friday and you're a little nervous, you have a little bit of anxiety, right? You're like, oh, what if I play bad, this, that, and the third? Like, understand, guys, that there's a long season ahead of you. Like, let's say you have 10 games, you have 9 more games to like prove yourself, get better, make bigger plays, make better plays, and just become a better football player, right? Especially if you're like a middle school athlete, you got tons of freaking time till it actually matters. You know what I mean? It doesn't actually matter until you get to high school. Yes, you want to win. Yes, you want to play well. It's competitive. Yes, you want to be competitive. All that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it doesn't matter from like a college recruiting lens until you get to high school, right? So understand you're not a finished product. Understand that each week of football is an opportunity to get better. You make mistakes in a game. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, guys. You learn from those mistakes and don't make the same mistake twice, and that's how you become a better football player. Now, the next thing that you guys can do to help with like nerves, anxiety before a game is to understand or not let your emotions be dictated by the result. I think that's something that I struggled with a ton as a player, is that if I threw a pick, I would get very pissed off, down on myself, and that would trickle into the next play, the next play, the next play. And it would take me a while to be able to snap out of it and realize, all right, okay, shit, I got to focus and I got to do what I need to do to help the team win, not be so down on myself. And then same respect with, I throw a 50-yard touchdown pass, I'd be getting fired up, I'd be jumping into dudes, like, and celebrating way longer than I should have been, right? What you need to understand is that it's okay to be upset, but it needs to be a moment. It's okay to be happy and fired up and whatever, but it needs to be a moment. As soon as you step off that field, or let's say you're going over a pick that you just threw on the iPad or a bad play, as soon as you know what you did wrong, it's over with, on to the next play. Do not let the result dictate your emotions, because then you're going to be like this the entire game. You want to be just even keeled, you're cold, stone faced, however you want to think of it, but don't be don't be too high and don't be too low, because that will negatively affect your play, and that's how you can let those nerves, that anxiety get the best of you.